Time to get ourselves ready now. Hey everybody, it's your boy Trojan, the guy who kicks ass, keeps kicking ass, and won't stop kicking ass. How y'all doing? Good, I hope. Well, another day, another stream of infinite space. To give a recap, Lugo Valos has now declared war and is moving into the Large Magellan Cloud. As a result, we now basically are dealing with some of their early vanguards. But now we have but now we got the upper hand and basically managed to deal with some of the remnants in order to continue. So be ready. Okay, we're in Anacostia. Oh, I remember. Oh, right, now remember. Area. A bigger fleet approaching quickly from the far side of the planet Anacostia. Meryl's fleet. Such a small strike force. Only a man like Yuri would dare come at us with such small numbers. Ensign Merrill, let us attack in mass and take them out quickly. There's no need to be hasty. We risk friendly fire if we recklessly close in with all 5K ships against their small forces. Besides, there's no star lane ahead. There's no way for them to run. We're going to encircle them in distance and slowly tighten the noose. Yes, sir. This should make Rear Admiral Malkin very happy, methinks. Yuri, looks like they're gonna try and surround us. What are we gonna do now? It's all over if they do that. I expect as much. Yes, that's a good question, Tatiana. What are we gonna do now, Alec? Well, according to my calculations, the next appearance at the Desmond Gate will be in the sector on the far side of Padan. Okay? Should we head there now? Yes, sir, but I'm afraid it won't appear for a little while. So instead of heading directly there, I recommend traveling through 5 waypoints along the way. Don't stop at any starports. We end up getting captured since all surrounding planets are in the enemy hands. Got it. We'll make for the sector on the far side of Padan through 5 waypoints and be making any spaceport stops along the way. have to make it through 5 points without basically agitating. So let's see. That's right. What are they doing? Must be some last-ditch effort. Cheap tricks and desperate measures are no match for our superior numbers. Yes, you're probably right. Light feeling of unnerves eases on his mind as Miles Merrill responds to this. After all, he knows that an enemy of Yuri's caliber must have something up his sleeve to make such unexpected moves. A person learns to read situations like this after serving so many battles, as Merrill has done under Ursula's command. He cannot resist the lure of such great prize, one that seems so near to his grasp. Captain, the Desmond gate should appear in a moment. Damn it, we didn't lure where he wanted. Mission failed. Yep, that's what happened. So we have to hit the area, so it has to be at an exact area. If we fail to hit it, then it's an auto fail. Alright. It's not a don't die moment, it's just automatic instant game over with some of that crud. And hey Asnable, how you doing? Because the trick is we have to hit 5 spots without basically... So we're gonna basically deal with that. Right. All right. Here. We can make a stop. Stop here. Go here. Here. That should work. But how you doing, Asnable? Yes, you. There we go. The enemy fleet is caught up with us. This isn't looking good. Alec, how much longer until it appears? It's almost time. 3 more minutes. You got about 1. Yuri, I have an incoming transmission from the enemy fleet. Patch it through. Captain, do you read me? This is Miles Merrill. His Highness Prince Sicilius has put the Atacula invasion fleet under me command. The 30 seconds and counting. Yuri here. State your business. I'll be brave. I ask you to surrender at once. Talented individuals like yourself are a valuable asset to Lugovalos regardless of race or nationality. I promise that you will be awarded a position of high standard if you surrender without a fight. 15 seconds. You have 10 seconds to respond. If you turn down this generous offer or fail to respond, you and your fleet will be annihilated. I'm doing fine, just finished back from work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! What's going on? I'm picking up a gate reaction. Something's gating out. Gating out? No, it couldn't be. You did it! You really did it, Alec! Your plan worked like a charm, it did! I guess it did. The Desmond Gate was persistent here for approximately 10 minutes. We'll be alright if we can just avoid it until then. Yeah! Sir, we should pull out from this sector, at least for now. It seems as if he is deaf to his adjutant's pleas. Miles Merrill watches in horror as his fleet is decimated. I'm a failure. A complete failure I am. My haste was my downfall. I was too eager to distinguish myself. It's as if he knew, but how could he knew? Sir! We can't turn around and run like this. We have to at least take out Yuri. I could never face Rear Admiral Malkin again if I returned empty-handed. Yuri, the enemy flagship is heading this way. Okay, all hands, prepare for battle. Radar squad, keep your eye on the Desmond Gate. It looks like we're dealing with it. Launching enemy fighters. Pulling back. Launching fires. Let's see if this hits. But I'm glad you're doing fine. That's pretty good. There we go. But other than that, as I said, I'm just enjoying this and basis. Also been doing a collab stream with a fellow with Lizard Guy and doing some Borderlands stuff. So other than that, I'm doing myself good. That's one enemy carrier down. Sure.
Enemy unit 2. Elimination confirmed. Inflation reading has disappeared.
Let's see what that carrier is going to be doing. tickles. Looks like he scratched the paint on one of my ships. It's either the Hannah or the Tiana he managed to basically scratch. But either way, they're going to have no more snub fighters without their carriers.
Gun batteries. Dispersion pattern D alpha plus. Maximum initial firing speed. Fire.
That ship should take care of some stuff. That takes care of one of it.
Enemy unit 3. Eliminated.
That's... Yep, that's... Now they have no more snub fighters.
Open fire. Read the enemy's movement pattern.
And that guy... And that
Dispersion
snub fighter's
pattern
dead.
C, Gamma minus. All guns fire.
That's one more snub. That takes care of one of the cruiser ships.
Enemy unit 4. Elimination confirmed. Inflaton reading has disappeared.
Target the next one.
Preemptive strike.
It's probably going to be the same outcome.
Enemy unit 5. Eliminated. Target's inflaton reading diffusing.
Alright. Focusing on this. He's probably either going to barrage or go normal. Let's see if he does what he wants to do.
Test firing complete.
Oh, never mind.
Gravity gradiometry corrected.
Fire for effect. All guns. Set your sights on the enemy vessel ahead and fire.
Well, that flight deck is literally boned. Seriously, look at it. It's like a convoy. It's like a convoy ladder. I've never seen a starship like that. And we got a massive level up for everybody. Okay, are there any more ships heading our way? None. They're all got their hands full trying to escape from the Desmond Gate. Alright. Let's fall back and put them distance to us in the Desmond Gate. Yoinks! What the gross? The engine room's reporting that they're having troubles increasing engine output. Is it from the hits we took in that last battle? Apparently so. They're trying to make the necessary repairs now, but there's an exterior cable that's been damaged. Bad timing, guys. That Desmond Gate's getting any closer by the minute. Right. Randy Porlo goes racing off to the bridge alone after hearing Thomas Vale's words. No one noticed her absence amidst all the chaos. No way I'm gonna let Alec's brilliant plan go to waste. If I could just get this damn cable reattached. Yes! I did it! Huh? Bloody hell! Whoa! Yuri, the entry room is reporting that engine output is back to normal. Yeah, that Desmond Gates looks like it's got its sights set on us now. Okay, bring us about. Let's get this place goodbye. Set a course for the flux sector. What? Are you sure about that? We got nowhere else to run. Hurry it up. You're the boss, Captain. Right. For a little refresher for those people tuning in, flux space is basically the space equivalent of the Bermuda Triangle. Yuri, the phenomenon fluctuation sector's dead ahead. Yeah, but so is that Desmond Gate still nipping at our heels. Russ! Like the old saying goes, damn the torpedoes, we're going in. This is just great. That damn Desmond Gate is still on our tail. Captain, the sector's far too dangerous. We have to escape while we still have the chance. I know, Aminda. I'm gonna get rid of that Desmond Gate once and for all. I'm gonna do what? 10 years ago, that flux sector disappeared. If I was really behind that, then... Yuri closes his eyes and focuses hard, trying to recall what Valentine had said to him so long ago. He concentrates on creating a world where his friends can travel the universe as free as the solar winds that blow through it. Yuri's crew watches him silently, oblivious to the intense thoughts coursing through his mind. Yuri! Yuri! Ugh. Yuri, are you alright? Yeah. What about the Desmond Gate? Kira responds by looking at the front monitor without saying a word. It's reverted to its original gate form? Yuri imagined Desmond, who had until been now fused with the gate, as a lifeless body, drifting through the vacuum of space. But he quickly shakes off that dark thought and looked over at his crew in the bridge. That's when he knows that each and every one of them looks utterly downcast and depressed. Has something happened? It's Franny. Franny, where's she anyway? During the last battle, she... Yuri can't finish what she was trying to say, but instead burst into bitter tears. Don't tell me she's... Ah, damn it! Kovalenko is curled up. Alec Kovalenko is curled up in a ball, alone alone in a miserable little ball in the corner of his room. Sobbing uncontrollably, Alec curses Lugovalos, the war, and himself. Grief is beyond comparison. Franny Porlo has died in battle. Alec Kovalenko can no longer be assigned to your crew. Ah, come on! Well, that sucks. We lost Franny. I liked her. Captain, this is Dedrick Schneider. Do you copy me? Yeah, I read you. Is something wrong, Captain? Don't worry about it. How's the situation over there? It was a major victory. Then the enemy fleet started falling back after Meryl's defeat. They unleashed a full-scale attack. We've dealt Lugovalos a crushing blow. The main remnant of the enemy fleet has withdrawn to the Gilbatar sector. This sector is almost entirely back in Federation hands. I see, good. I've been ordered to leave Rear Admiral Bayer's fleet in charge of mopping up the enemy here and return to headquarters. I've got to leave right away, so I'll see you again back at Nita. Got it. Flagship Rundidinos, LMC Invasion Fleet. Let's see what these guys are got. What's the meaning of this, father? What is the meaning of this, Papa? Why did you order me to return? It's for your own good, Ursula. I have Prince Caecilius' approval on this, too. I think you've made a huge mistake. My fleet still has plenty of fight left in it. I would have taken out Yuri eventually, and... You mean you've avenged the death of that Merrill or whatever his name was. But it was you who drove him to his death in the first place. Such is the effect of a woman can have on a man. Papa! How could you say such things? I order you as commander of all Lugovalian forces. Take your remaining ships and return at once. Am I making myself clear? Well, looks like that's boned. First, we're gonna have to change our crew. With Franny dead, we don't have. Going to need someone to replace the chief mechanic. So we're gonna have to put Narissa basically as our chief mechanic. Now we're gonna need someone of maintenance. Our engineer. No. Varys. Thero, here we are. There we go. That takes care of everybody here. So we already have our captain and everything set up. That should work. Take a look at artillery. Either way, looks like we got our fleet ready. Let's head down to the module. Libertas Bridge, navigation, security, shield generator, and an amplifier for beam attacks. Now we just gotta find a way back. Nope, that ain't it. are. Gilbert sector. But how you like anyway? Just a little curious. How you liking this game so far, just from how it is? Always curious about people's first time about this. Gate, Gilbert turn. Ah, now we got some battles.
Prepare to attack.
These are just default little guys. Frag, take care of those little boogers.
Enemy Unit 2. Elimination confirmed. Inflaton reading has disappeared. Test fire.
Of course, they skip those things so we can wreck those guys.
Enemy Unit 1. Eliminated. Target's inflaton reading is diffusing into the Delta coordinates.
Now the Galactic Federation Center. All right. Got more enemy fighters to deal with. Got the DD.
Target locked.
Enemy fighters to pry.
Enemy unit.
And looks like we're getting a barrage.
Open fire. Read the enemy's movement pattern.
Dispersion pattern C, gamma minus. All guns, fire.
Let's see. Looks like we got boom.
Enemy unit 3.
And we got the next destroyer to neutralize.
Begin a bracket attack of the enemy.
Dun, dun.
Bracket attack, roger. Gun data links, elevation 011. Fire.
That takes care of that guy. And now all we got is his carrier. Come on, man. Lock on. Lock on. Oh, never mind. The fighters snubbed him out. That makes things much easier.
Enemy Unit 1. Elimination confirmed. Inflation reading has disappeared.
Oh. Now we get the delicious stuff.
Calculate enemy tactical pattern.
Go.
Begin consecutive fire.
Gun crews 1 and 2. Projections calculated. Enter dispersion patterns and open fire. Enemy Unit 4. Eliminate.
Let's see where we're gonna hit. And of course, it's the Tiana.
Test firing complete. Gravity radiometry corrected.
Fire for effect. All guns, set your sights on the enemy vessel ahead and fire.
There we go. That takes care of the enemy right there.
Enemy Unit 3.
Got one more to hit.
Begin a bracket attack of the enemy.
Bracket attack. Roger. Gun data links. Elevation 011. Fire. Enemy Unit 2. Eliminate. Target's inflation reading is diffusing into the Delta.
Enemy carrier. That's all we gotta deal with. Come on. Or we just sit and let the fighters basically finish it off.
Enemy Unit 1.
Well, I'm also streaming. I'm watching local news, and dang. Oh, not again. Thrills of cries of screaming women assault Yuri's ear and disembarks on the spaceport. Yuri looks around, and as expected, he spots Lord Roth, surrounded by a crowd of nearly excited women nearby. That's enough autographs for today, Liebchens. Destinish? Now, if you please excuse me, I have a bit of business I need to attend to. Waving to the women, who are now letting out cries of disappointment, Lord Roth makes his escape, running over to where Yuri is. Guten Tag, Yuri. Sorry I couldn't take part in that operation to retake Andalusia. Don't worry about it. Besides, you don't even have your own ship right now. Oh yeah, about that. About that. Without finishing his sentence, Lord Rod simply smiles and lets out a chuckle as he makes a motion with his hands. It seems he wants Yuri to follow him. Yuri in tow, Lord Roth heads off toward the ship docks. Here, Sindbeer. Just look at it. Yeah, quite a ship you got there. You can say that again. Say hello to Roth, a brand new ship developed by the Royal Fleet. I hate it when they do this speed stuff. All I can say is, wow. I have no idea Reginald can design, let alone build such a ship. So, are you a little nitstick? Yeah, to tell you the truth, I am. There's not a zero-G dog in the universe that wouldn't want a ship like that. Heh. That's what I love about zero-G dogs. Always honest, sometimes even to a fault. Oh, but don't think I'm trying to show off or anything. That's the last thing on my mind. I thought I'd share the blueprints from my ship with you, Yuri. What? Really? Unbedingt. I've already received government approval. So, here. They're all yours. Yuri gratefully accepts the data plate that your Lord Roth hands him. Upon further study, he notices that the word top secret printed on it. This is top secret. This says top secret. Are you sure it's okay? Unbedingt. Considering what great service you've already rendered to our nation, I'd say we owe you a great deal more than this. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know about it, but I'll gladly accept these blueprints. Thanks, Lord Roth. Don't mention it. Besides, I got to see a side of you I've never saw before. What do you mean? When I told you I was giving you those blueprints, you got the look on your face like a little boy who just got a new toy. Yeah, well, when you lost your ship, you acted like a big baby when you wouldn't leave your room, so... Ah ha ha! Yeah, well, touche. My zero-G dog brother, touche. I suppose we're just like two peas in a pod, aren't we? Just might be right about that. You got the blueprints for a Mayor-class battleship. Well, time to depart and let's head out. So we got a new blueprint for a new battleship. Alright. Toro Akin approaches Yuri as he takes a rest after finishing the port entry process. Yuri, could you stop by me cabin before you head off ship? Sure, no problem. What's this about? Oh, well, I'd like to talk to Kira too, so can you bring her along? Huh? Torlo, it's Yuri and Kira. Yuri and Kira arrive at Torlo's cabin moments later. Oi! Oi, hey, guys! Sorry to bother you like this. Yuri and Kira see Tatiana Arkanov in his room with Torlo. They look strangely stiff and formal. Ah, that ring! Yuri immediately notices the ring that Torlo is holding in his hand. Hearing this, Yuri finally realizes what Torlo wanted to see them about. You kids finally decide to get together. Wow, really, Tatiana? Yeah, I know, it's not really the time or place right now, but... No, you got it backward. This is exactly the right time and place. Thanks for being so understanding, Kira. We've been through a lot, so we kept it simple. Just something for old friends. Alright, I'm glad you invited us. Yuri is smiling broadly than the first time in a long while, perhaps since Franny Porlo's death. Right in front of him, Torlo and Tatiana standing, blushing, facing one another. I promise from this day forth to drink of the morning dew and share that all I have with you. I promise from this day forth to make the stars in the night sky our light and make our lives joy whatever we have. A roof, straw, or a bed of hay. Two exchange a kiss upon finishing their marriage vows. Well, that makes sense. In order to basically do so, you need a ship captain for a wedding. Ha! As traditionally spoken at weddings on Ropesk. Next, Torlo puts a wedding ring on Tatiana's finger, and then the two turn to face Yuri and Kira. Kira gazed at the newlyweds couple's envious yet happy tears forming in her eyes. It was a bare-bones ceremony lasting no more than a few. Kira, it seems as though Torlo and Tatiana are shining bright like a star, as if they have been reborn. Congrats, Torlo! Congratulations, Tatiana! The four clink their glasses together in toast and proceed to have a small party with plenty of drinks to go around. Sure feels different to tie the knot and all official-like and whatnot. Kira, you and Yuri should hurry up and settle down too. Hey, that's not funny. I mean, she's my sister. Yuri, you say the nuttiest things sometimes. The entire crew knows how close you two are. Now be a man and just how you feel about her. Huh? Yuri and Kira now turn their faces toward each other amid their awkward atmosphere, and that quickly descends upon them. Tatiana, when did you think that we... Oh, will you stop acting so innocent? I know something was going on the moment I met you guys. Yeah, you didn't seem like the plain old childhood friends to me. What, is something wrong? You're really acting strange, Kira. Oh, it's just a guess. I'm a little bit drunk is all. Ha! They aren't related, are they? That's what the game is hinting. They're basically hinting they're not related because apparently they don't share any traits similar. Ha! Okay, we'll let it slide then. Anyway, today's a great excuse to get completely buggered. So drink up. This is a big day after all. Yes, of course. Yuri and Kira exchange furtive glances, and then, from that moment on, they do not touch on the subject anymore. They spend the rest of their time celebrating the happy couple. Alright, we got ourselves set up, so let's find a shipyard. I got an idea. After much research, the R&D department has made improvements to the design of the ship class of your flagship is a member of. Would you like to improve your flagship design? Of course I want to improve my flagship's design. Let's see, armor, durability, mobility. We're gonna put up more durability. Here we are. Remodel. Let's take a look at module. Common bridge. Let's bridge. Oh no, no, not the bridge. Ban the chain just in case. We are. That. About a radar route 1 to here. Right. That should give us some modules. Let's take a look at weapons. Those are. No. Always keep types, solid ammo, Edos, should be back. All right. Let's see. That should get us some weapons. Oh, here we are. The particle. Let's replace that particle. Oh, no wonder my particle. Oh, that. There we go. I'd say we're done for now. Idris. Oh wait, I forgot. We better go back and take a look. Okay, let's see. Ranking. Oh. Still 66 ranks, so we gotta continue on. Rogan sector. Wanted to see me, Captain? Garfield Minas shows up at the captain's cabin late at night. Professor Minas, I'm sorry for calling you over here at this hour. Oh no, I don't mind at all. Besides, I can now sleep at a time I prefer thanks to you. Taking me off my normal shift. Now, what is it you wanted to see me about? I wanted you to test these. Yuri hands the professor 2 small capsules. On close inspection, the professor noticed that one is labeled with Yuri's name and the other with Kira's. Those are our DNA samples. Please analyze them. Oh, yes, of course. I'll examine them at once. That all, Captain? Oh, yeah, that's it. Alright. Now, if you excuse me, thanks. The professor leaves without asking why Yuri wants the capsules examined. Yuri lets out a discouraged sigh once the professor is gone. He thinks about how the professor's lack of interest in others' private lives could be what makes him such a great scientist. With that thought going through his mind, Yuri lays down in his bed to get some rest. Now we're gonna get our question. Right? Now we're back in the merry old land of Oz. Here we are. At Frontline Headquarters, Kevin Norton is delivering orders on a rapid-fire manner to his officers. The impression is about to get as serious as I can get. Has something happened, Admiral Norton? Oh, hello, Captain! A Lugo Valiant fleet of about 50k ships are on the attack. Their objective appears to be planet Boluk. 50k? That sounds like something the Libertassian fleet stationed here could handle. Unfortunately, the enemy flagships at the head of their fleet appearing invulnerable to our attacks. We'd only end up losing more ships if we went out to intercept them. It's invulnerable? Wait a second. You mean that ships were protected by a shield ship? So you know about it? We continue to suffer heavy losses because of that ship. Even now, Bernard and Horton are engaging a losing battle out on the front. What are we gonna do, Yuri? We're just gonna ask for trouble if we mess around with that ship. true, but we can't just ignore it either. Better think of something. Let me handle it. A surprisingly young-sounding voice rings out from behind Yuri and company, who has been lost in thought. Alec? Yuri seems slightly perplexed at Alec Kovalenko's bold request. Alec looks like a completely different person from the timid young man that Yuri thought he knew. Captain, let me join the battle as first officer. I won't fail you. I'll put everything I learned from Master Gen to good use. Okay, I'm counting on you, Alec. Let you down. Whoa! Now then, Captain, the enemy flagship has been spotted in the sector ahead of the Anon sector. If we can destroy that ship, we should be able to handle the rest. Okay, we'll set out right away. Well, that's an awesome little booger. Let's head over here. If we use the formation foe tactic, we can neutralize the effects of the enemy shield ships and bombard their flagships. So please make sure to assign me as first officer for the next battle. That's what I plan on doing, Alec. I'm going to need yours and Franny's help in defeating the enemy. I'll do my best. Yuri's leadership skill increased by 1. That means we better basically go to CTA, edit our crew. Alec to basically this position. Gonna have to move. Kira to this, so that should help us out. And we're gonna save our game just in case, because we're gonna need formation foe basically, especially when dealing with the battle with that, because the game already is giving us a hint. Alright, let's see. Are we there? Yep. Oz. Heart. Alright, nothing much here. I was trying to see what they got, or whatever the heck, if anything were supposed to happen with the basis. So, no work. We spotted a fleet up ahead. That's not part of the Libertas' regular fleet. Ah, it's his ship. So it's Yuri. I will make her pay dearly for Meryl's death. Ah, there's an enemy fleet dead ahead. It's that flagship again. Yes, and it's coming right at us. Probably after me. If it's the fight they want, then that's what they're gonna get. All hands, prepare for battle. Our target is that enemy flagship. Ignore the shield ships up front. Launch enemy fighters first round. That dodge. Anna took some scuffs, but we should be fine. There we go. Formation foe should shred into that arm, into the enemy ship. Oh, she dodged pretty quick, eh? For those wondering, the formation foe ability, as I had to look it up, essentially bypasses the enemy formation. Basically, you can pinpoint enemy targets without needing to worry about pesky bases. So in the case of shield ships, it's useful. There we go.
Begin mode.
Gun crew, disable first and second limit. Transmitting.
So much for the enemy's formation. Those shields are worthless if they rip through it.
D Alpha plus maximum initial firing speed. Fire.
We can't have that much longer! No, we can do it! We have to! Bring us in to point blank range! We're going to open with everything we got! Yuri, I'm picking up an inflation reading from the enemy's gun batteries. They're still operational! Artillery squad, aim for their flagship. Pound them with every gun we have. The inflation inverter is failing! We're losing power! Then use the main guns only. Divert all power there. We must avenge Merrill's! Huh? Wow. Admiral Norton, Yuri's taking out the enemy flagship. He really did it, didn't he? Alright, order all forces to launch an all-out assault on the enemy fleet. We're going to annihilate them. So with that, Ursula Macken's fleet was annihilated and all-out assault launched by the Libertassian fleet. The crushing blow to the invasion fleet led by Cecilius Manopus Lugobos temporarily halted the Lugovalian advance. Lugovalians slowed their progress, focusing on stabilizing the area they already occupied. Well, looks like we kicked some ass. Still need to figure out what we need. A Patrolo.
Don't give...
All guns, check firing tables and calculate course projections. Hurry!
Search and attack on enemy target. Fire all guns.
That takes care of those. Lot of pirates. Oh, eager little bastard, aren't you?
Calculations completed for enemy course projection and range delta.
Prepare to bombard the target quadrant on my mark. Mark.
Enemy.
Target locked. All guns.
Enemy.
Here we are, so we have to go Minas' report. Alright. Here we go, folks. Remember that little DNA test? All because of during that whole thing, so let's see. Oh, Captain, I have those results you wanted. Oh, you mean from the DNA test? What did you find out? Well, neither need to worry about getting cancer. My only concern here is your future susceptibility to high blood pressure, Captain. Wait a minute, Professor Minas, that's not why I asked you to run the test. Oh, it's not? No, I wanted to find out whether Kira and I are actually brother and sister. How could you be? You two are completely unrelated. The DNA test proves that? Well, of course! I don't get it. Ever since we came out of that flux sector, something... Flux sector? What does that have to do with anything? Go on, tell me what you know. I'm quite intrigued. What I meant to say is, it just might help us figure out something out. Curiosity has clearly gotten the better of Gabriel Miras. His breathing is labored as he presses Yuri for details. Putting reluctant trust in the professor's intellect, Yuri tells him everything. You don't say! Oh, fascinating! Absolutely fascinating! With his face flushed with excitement, the professor keeps repeating the same exclamation over and over again. So in your mind, Kira and you are siblings, and you have passed through phenomena fluctuation sectors twice. Are you saying you don't remember any of that, Professor Minas? No, not at all, and not just me. No one else remembers it either. Well, perhaps remember isn't the correct term. I should probably say that no one else has perceived such a thing. No one else perceived it? That's right. You see, people don't necessarily perceive or recognize things as simply as them. Recognition only comes from after the visual information from the eyes of the perceived by the brain. Until perceptual awareness is established on the brain, things seen with the eyes simply do not exist for the viewer. Whoa, slow down, Professor. I don't get it. What does this have to do with Kira and me? In a nutshell, you both perceive each other as brother and sister, but everyone else sees you as completely unrelated. Why do you think that is? Really matter how people perceive things? If we're related, we're related. People's thoughts can't change that fact. Point is, to you it might be a fact, but it's not necessarily a fact of others. The rest of the people of our universe, you and Kira are completely unrelated. Facts are facts, they don't change. Who could possibly verify that? If everyone else believed the facts never change, there would be no independent source left to check whether or not that was true. As I told you before, I believe you have a special power, Yuri, and in all likelihood, that power is somehow related to the perpetual gap you and Kira have with the rest of the world. Of course, all I've just said only applies to you assume that you two aren't merely caught up in some wild delusion. Yuri shakes his head while pressing a hand to his forehead, as if listening to Gavromina's talk. Vision is blurred, and the ground ahead of him seems to waver as if he had entirely too much to drink. So that was basically what the heck moment right there. Ah. Oh, cool. And that killed 2 fighters.
2 enemy vessels eliminated. Targets and Clayton readings are diffusing.
Begin a...
Let's see.
Enemy.
Don't.
Enemy.
Go. Ah, Captain. Mind if I have a little word with you? Is that wrong? No, it's just I got a confidential message from Brad Lennox. I wanted to see what you thought about it. Thomas Bell slides a chair over as if he wants Yuri to the monitor so he can read the message himself. Yuri moves closer to take a look. During my ongoing investigation of the Void Gate accident, I confirmed the other similar incident in addition. The President has received a message from Patriarch Bogart of Adis that can be interpreted as claiming responsibility. I don't get it. Thought me and the Void Gate accident are really terrorist attacks by Adis fanatics, don't you think? Yeah, but normal people shouldn't be able to manipulate Void Gates in any way, shape, or form. I think our best bet would be to go talk to Lennox about this face-to-face. Okay, it says here to meet him back at FSN headquarters right now. Should we set a course to Marigold? Yes, let's go. And we got more enemy fighters to deal with.
Begin a bracketed...
I am hurt.
All guns, check firing tables and calculate course projection. Hurry!
Launching attack on enemy target. Fire all
And there we go. That should take out that enemy fighter, and that should
Enemy unit 1.
that takes care of the enemy fighters. Make it dash. Oh wow. We definitely stirred a hornet's nest. Everybody wants a piece of me.
Calculation.
Open fire.
There we go. Here we are. FSN. Large crowd of Addisists are passing silently by FSN headquarters. After reading the earlier message from Brad Lennox, Yuri now sees as ominous threat of things to come. Yuri seems a bit surprised as he enters the office and sees who's there. Ludger Sank, Lord Roth, and a number of other Regia Landing officers are gathered around the table with Brad Lennox. Captain, did you read the message I sent you earlier? Yes, you said something about the Aegis playing a part in the Void Gate accident. Yeah, I really think it's a terrorist act by Aegis extremists? Purely to say, just reporting the current situation to Vice Admiral Sankt, and here's what came in. In fact, I would like you all to hear this too. First off, it turns out that the 3 different cases of ship disappearances during the gate passage have come to light. And at the same time these were happening, Patriarch Bogd of Aegis sent the following declaration to the Federation President. Mankind must return to the ground, for like the progenitors, we were born of its dust, and to the dust shall we return one day. It's with great sorrow that I, Patriarch Bogd, issue this warning. Terrible consequences are guaranteed if mankind continues to lay waste to the sacred realms of space. So, they're those Void Gates accidents actually terrorist attacks meant as some kind of warning? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it is a distinct possibility. After all, the original teachings of Atticism banned space travel. They also hold that, except for a few special people. Humankind must live out its existence solely on the ground. In short, anyone traveling around there in space is viewed them as an enemy to their religion. Yeah, but the Void Gates aren't something that just anyone could manipulate. It's said that the technology dating back to the age of the progenitors have been passed down to the Aedisons and survives to this day. If that's true, then maybe they really are capable of manipulating. In addition, Aedisists have been responsible for a number of terrorist bombings at spaceports during the past few days. All this, combined with those demonstrations, have been holding is enough for me to view them as prime suspect. So now that we know the situation is more or less, what should we do about it? I've already spoken with Vice Admiral Skank about that. Vice Admiral, if you will. Ludger Skank stands as soon as Brad Lennox nods to him. The Lugovalian fleet, led by Sicilius, has temporarily halted due to their defeats in the Kilbatur and Albernanis sectors. This is a golden opportunity to send the fleet to conquer Aegis. The main forces will be comprised of ships from Regiland. A slight commotion arises among the gathering officers in response to the statement. The reaction is likely fueled by the fear Aegis incites as a mysterious nation that's bent on odds with the Federation for ages. But there's so little credible intel on Aegis. Isn't it a huge risk for Regiland to go in there alone? If we miss this opportunity, they'll have to battle Lugovalos while constantly looking over our shoulders of aid on Aegis. But if we can swiftly defeat Aegis, we can put the full force of the Galactic Federation against Lugovalos. Still, I suppose it's worth a try. What do you think, Captain? I agree with everything the Vice Admiral said. I also like to add that if Adis is really behind the Void Gate accidents, they're also a threat to zero-G dogs everywhere. Plus, I have a question I would like to answer. What's that? Well, I want to meet Patriarch Bogd and ask him why he's so against the spread of humankind throughout the universe. I mean, space travel has let us solve many problems like overpopulation, famine, and energy shortages. What's the problem? I see. All right, then. It seems that we are all in agreement. The core fleets for the conquest of Adis will be comprised of Erot's royal fleet and Captain Yori's fleet. Why assign me as a core fleet? You are no longer simply a visiting officer in our eyes, Captain. Now you've become an integral part in our military. As of such, we would like you to command part of the invasion force. But, Captain, please say that you'll accept. I would very like the opportunity to fight under your command. I have no qualms about having you at the helm either, Air Captain. Well, Captain? Alright, I accept. Wunderbar! I look forward to working with you yet again, Captain. Yuri shakes the hands of a thoroughly delighted Diedrich Strainzer, his smile fading. Yuri then addresses Ludor Skank with a hint of unease in his voice. So, should we make for Adis as soon as we're ready? Yeah, I've dispatched the accompanying fleet as soon as you depart. Alright then. Yuri nods with a grim look before leaving the room with the rest of the party. Alright. Heading over to Greymouth. But it's so far going pretty well, so we managed. The building was remained empty since abandoned and moved out. There's no sign of anyone in the deathly silent building. Kira quietly speaks to Carl Kitson, who's up at the building deep in thoughts. Carl, what do you think of Yuri now? Are you asking me if I still bear a grudge? I suppose I am. Well, I must admit that at first I wanted to cut him down every time I come across that smug face of his on the ship. Now? Well, it's complicated, but that much I can say. My thirst for revenge has been quenched, at least for now. After all, I've seen time and time again how important he is to protecting the LMC. Oh. Look of quiet relief crosses Kira's face as she relaxes, noticing. At this, Kira Kitson produces a plate from his pocket and hands it to her. This. Contains blueprints for ships developed by order. I'd appreciate it if you give it to you-know-who. But, please just do it. Kitson abruptly cuts Kira off and then throwing back his cape, walks off without going much of the backward. You got the blueprint for the Independence-class cruiser and for the Freedom-class battleship. Really think those Void Gates accidents were the work of Adis? What do you think? What's with you all of a sudden? Just that these gates are supposed to be indestructible, so that's true. I don't think there's anyone, as far as we know, that could manipulate a gate in any way. Guessing, but maybe all this has something to do with the hypercomputational technology that Adis has. Yeah, and I bet that's why the Federation thinks Adis is such a big threat. come on, really? I'll be right back. Not bad. That's true. We received some material support from Hades, but I never had any direct contact with any of their people. You see, they really don't like traveling beyond their borders. Hey there, Yuri. They got a one-on-one battle game going on in the back of the joint. You wanna play me? I really played a video game before, but I guess I'll give it a try if you want. Don't worry about it. I'll show you how it's done. Come on, let's get it on. Say so. Yes, in your face. That's 10 wins in a row. Jeez, Phyllis. How about giving the noob a break? Give your enemy on the battlefield break? No, I don't think so. True, but now you're just being a jerk. Aw, come on, one more game, let's go. No, wait, not again. Ah. Ha. Phyllis Branch wiped the floor with Yuri on in the tavern's one-on-one battle game. Yuri's fighting skill increased by 1. Ah, another big flea.
Calculations completed for enemy course projection and range delta.
Prepare to bombard the target quadrant on my mark. Mark.
Either way, we managed to nail these guys.
Enemy unit 4. Eliminated. Target Target's inflaton reading is diffusing into the Delta coordinates. Test firing complete. Gravity radiometry corrected.
Fire for effect. All guns, set your sights on the enemy vessel ahead and fire.
Enemy Unit 3. Eliminate. Target's inflaton
Now
reading
that
is
you hear 'em
diffusing
out.
into the Delta coordinates.
Prepare to attack. Gunnery crew, open fire on target ship.
Roger. Gunnery crews check grid data. All guns fire. Enemy Unit 2. Eliminate.
Go, that's one fighter down. Now just the enemy carrier. Missed.
Don't give the enemy an opening. Prepare for alternating fire.
Starboard and port batteries prepare for back-to-back fire with an interval of 2. Gun crews fire.
There we go. That metal box is basically blown up. Seriously, that thing is a metal box.
Enemy Unit 1. Eliminated.
Middle-aged man wearing strapping coat, good velvet practicing perception. Seeing Yuri flashes a slightly wounded smile and raises his Ettore. You're a special prisoner. One they call Yuri? Yeah, and you are? Ettore Pisani, Grand Duke of Enemonzo. Oh. Hearing the name, Yuri realizes what's behind the man's smile when he first caught a glimpse of him. Our quarrels with Redland are in the past now. I fully intend to put all of our efforts toward assigning to the Federation. Grand Duke tries his best to muster a real smile this time and extends a slender white hand. Yuri takes his own powerful hand, and the two exchange a firm handshake. Now, where we both have to think about what's to come. Bill B. Oh, and by the way, how's that son of mine doing? I trust that Teodoro is serving you well? Sure, he's capable as a hardworking ever. Do you want to call him over? Oh no, that wouldn't be necessary, as long as we know he's doing well. So, he's a hard work. He's working hard, eh? I suppose. Impressed. Makes me proud, actually. Tony Pisani appears to be rather sentimental as he says this, his eyes red-rimmed and shining. Captain, I know he can be a handful, but I hope you let him serve as your crew. Oh, and yes, it's for you. There's this Grand Duke hands you a currency card that shines with a gold. I don't know if I should accept this. An awful lot of money. Ridiculous. It's at least a parent. You got 10 kg. Damn. We rich. are. Let's take a look at her status. Uh, Lord Roth is ranked 38. That's a Maculo Falco is relaxing along with a pipe inside the embassy. He appears to be in thought. Oh, and there was something I wanted to ask you. Yes, well, forgive me for asking such personal questions, but go on. You already have a special person in your life. A life partner, I mean. Oh, Oh, so there is a someone. Yeah, and it's Kira right here. She's been together since way back when. Torlo! Oh, give me a break. It's about time someone just come out and said it. For some reason, Michelo Falco is nodding over and over again. With a satisfied look on his face, Kira, however, is blushing bright red and refusing to raise a downcast head. I see. So you do have a special someone. That puts my mind at ease. Not bad anyway. Oh, no, never mind. It was just, wasn't anything. Captain, I'd like to add you to the manpower of your ship. This is the way of showing how committed my nation is to the war effort. Manpower? You mean like crew members? I see. I'd like you to take on one of our people as a visiting officer. You might treat them as the same as the rest of your crew. Now, about the candidates, well, some kind of problem? Oh, no. In fact, one of the candidates is Captain Jojo Sheik Joko Sindo. He's a captain of the great ship, Morinda served on. And except from man, I must say, I believe we met him before. That's right. So the other candidate is the problem? Oh, I wouldn't quite say she was a problem. It's just, well, you see, he's my daughter. Huh? You mean Princess Morinda? But she's a princess and your daughter to boot. Why would you... The truth is, she somehow found out about my plan and insists that she be allowed to go. She wouldn't take no for an answer. So, what do you think? If you're looking for a pure skill choice, should knows the obvious choice, but, Oh, Captain, that's, There's some sort of problem? Oh, no, that's fine. Michela Falco's expression clearly darkens as he crosses the button on the table. Almost immediately, Glorinda Falco enters the room. You wanted to see me, Papa? Oh, a captain. Is this about that? Yes, it looks like you'll have your way. Well, now, so the Capitan really did choose me to serve on his ship. It would seem so. Oh, a bellissimo. Haha, I knew he'd have chosen me. Yes, but as a member of the crew, in case you've forgotten, was it? So, and I plan to use that as I learned so far in helping the captain in any ways as I can. Jello Falco, next to his thoroughly delighted daughter, appears to be in a foul mood and utter a word. Florinda Falco joins your crew. Why do you want to know why I chose her? Well, this is what I found out when I was looking up. She has the fighter expert level 2. Those who don't understand, fighter expert's an ability that boosts the damage of fighters. So that's pretty useful if you want to basically deal with situations like that. go. Well, let's test out this baby, shall we? Special skill. Launch fighters. We're gonna see how these things can do.
Prepare to attack.
Well, it looks like it does increase the fighter damage a bit.
Target ship.
Roger. Gunnery crews, check grid data. All guns, fire.
Alright, back.
Enemy
And that thing's now we get to test this baby out. Let's boost the fighter power a bit on this puppy. The damage, let's wreck 'em.
All
There we
guns
go.
prepare to fire. 5 seconds to full barrage.
Battle area gravity radiometry checked. Laser deflection corrected. Roger. All guns disable burst limiter. Fire.
That should totally devastate. And for those wondering, I've also got a ship that's literally 4 mass cannons, 4 large mass railgun cannons just firing heavy shells. So that's the Pelado.
Enemy unit 4.
Oh, never mind.
Enemy unit. Calculations completed for enemy force projection and range delta.
Prepare to bombard the target quadrant on my mark. Mark.
Fire pattern 449er. Fire.
That's gonna take care of that box.
Enemy unit 1. Elimination confirmed. Inflaton reading has disappeared.
The Frio Nebula. Yep, in this game you can actually find some rare stuff just by exploring. There's the Adis Lane. In a region of space some million light years from the SMC. Your Majesty, we received transmission from a representative of the capital planet Terius. Have they surrendered? Not exactly. They wish to discuss. What's there to discuss? I'll patch him through, Your Highness. Representative Terrace, do you read me? Do you read me? We, the people of the planet Terrace, have long forsaken weapons in favor of a life of peace. We believe this most unfortunate situation can be resolved through peaceful dialogue between our representatives. Please, I only ask that we make this discussion a matter further. Ready the astral object smasher. Prepare to fire. Yes, Your Majesty. Ready the astral object smasher. Prepare to fire. Astral's at 20%. 20%. 60. 80. We have full power. Systems armed and ready to fire. You may fire when ready. Fire. Destruction of capital planet Terrace confirmed. So as a mean and still as a mean and aster as ever, aren't you, my Imperial? Valentine, is that you? He who abandons arms and neglects to defend his people is not fit to be their leader. That sounds like something that you'd spew out of that pretty little mouth of yours. Anyway, I'm guessing I ain't gonna convince you to stop fighting Yuri anytime soon. Let me ask you straight out. Do you want to be Yuri's ally, or do you wanna... He cannot fight his destiny, then I shall end it, and him. You really are a twisted little man, you know that. Each your own. I don't plan on stepping in your way. That's Valentine. Macklin, notify our forces. We take the entire LMC next, but first, we head for the SMC in 300 hours. Yes, Your Majesty. All forces, advance! guy's literally got a Death Star. You sure about this, boss? Kid's gonna be as good as dead against a force like that. Relax, relax. The man who ain't able to stand up to Lucabalos, well, there ain't just no way he'll be ready for what will come up later. That's just the first test. Yeah, but there comes a time in a man's life where he do or die. A man who can't see the victory from the god that defeats gotta kiss the screw world goodbye. It's that simple. We get Wolf-Reyes Star. Oh, another one of these G-Fed pirates.
Don't give the enemy an
Let's
opening.
do this. Wreck
Prepare
'em.
for alternating fire.
Starboard and port batteries, prepare for back-to-back fire with an interval of 2. Gun crew, fire.
Wow.
Calculations completed for enemy course projection and range delta.
Prepare to bombard the target quadrant on my mark. Mark.
Go.
Test firing complete. Gravity gradiometry corrected.
Fire for effect. All guns, set your sights on the enemy vessel ahead and fire.
Enemy Unit 1. Eliminated.
Right, now we're in Alpha. Captain, they're just entered the Adesian sector. Seems awfully quiet out here. The hell, this is still Federation-held space after all. They don't need to be too concerned when they reach the Raynet line. What's the Wolf Raynet line? The Martiation line that was drawn by 8th Federation after the States Wars ended. Leads from our respective countries have been staring at each other from across that line ever since. Wolf Raynet line. Pronunciation line was drawn by Wolf Giant Star starting point. Federation swines are concentrating their forces nearby. This clearly shows they are set on invading our most holy of nations. The heathens. They have forsaken their planet and defined the sea of stars. We shall unleash heaven's wrath upon them. They will be reduced to the dark matter, cursed to drift the universe for all eternity. Checking just. There you go. Make sure. Bull crap that would kill us. Some missions have secret stuff that would do that. go. Yuri, there's a Red Atlantic fleet up ahead. Lord Ross ship 2, the mayor is with them too. Okay, let's rendezvous with... Ah, Air Captain, we've been waiting for you. Our fleets are present and accounted for now. Now that we've reached the Wolf Red line, what comes next? I have some of my own brilliant ideas, of course, but I also like to hear what you think. Should hit him swift and hard. The more time that goes by, the more likely it's to add reinforcements to their home. You crush each of their forces one at a time before they have the time to link up. Yes, for the soldier, speed is life. A fully prepared enemy may spell death. Either good. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Alright then, let's surge over to Wolf Ray at line. They know what hit them. With me, Captain? Roger that. It seems those Red Atlantic swine are finally on the move. Yes, Your Excellency. At the present speed, they'll enter the combat zone in 450 seconds and counting. Notify our fleets. I want a tightly packed formation. Our ships will be in position on the out front. Detach the base unit. Yes, Your Excellency. Aegis forces. There we go.
Gunnery crew, open
Fire
fire
this
on
guy.
target ship.
Roger. Gunnery crews, check grid data. All guns, fire.
No, that takes care of those guys. So much for advanced technology.
Enemy unit 3.
Bring the enemy down. Disable all weapon limiters.
Limiters disabled. GCS system and shields released. All gunnery crews, firing interval 1, 2, 2. Begin barrage.
Bunch of that ship.
Enemy unit 2.
sights on the enemy vessel ahead and fire.
Go. That's gonna fry that ship.
Enemy Unit 2. Eliminated. All guns, check firing tables and calculate course projection. Hurry!
First attack on enemy target. Fire all guns.
Enemy Unit 3. Eliminated.
There we go. At one.
Prepare to attack. Gunnery crew, open fire on target ship.
That takes care of that. Yep.
Enemy Unit 1. Destroyed.
Ow. Ah.
Open
There
fire.
we go. Let's
Read
fry
the
these
enemy's movement
bunkers.
pattern.
This is great.
Dispersion pattern C, Gamma minus. All guns, fire! Enemy Unit 3. Destroyed.
Begin a bracket attack.
Hit the other guy.
Bracket attack, roger. Gun data links, elevation 011. Fire.
That takes care of that.
Enemy Unit 4.
This fella. Wow, he survived that one. Oh, never mind. fighters pick them off. Nubs can really rack up.
Enemy Unit 2. Elimination confirmed. Inflaton reading has disappeared.
Wipe out the enemy.
So,
All guns, prepare to fire.
Enemy maintaining same distance and speed. Movement pattern projection completed. Projected pattern adjusted to 0.05. Burst maximum 36. All guns, fire. Enemy Unit 1. Eliminated.
go. Another fight.
Detecting energy reading.
There we go. Like that.
Enemy Unit.
Fry that guy.
Enemy Unit 3. Elimination confirmed. Inflaton reading has disappeared.
Oh boy. Go. That last guy.
Enemy Unit 2.
Calculate enemy tactical
There we
pattern.
go.
Begin consecutive fire.
Gun crews 1 and 2. Projections calculated. Enter dispersion patterns and open fire.
critter. Like you're advancing the line for sure. Yuri, the enemy has a large ship front and center. Our allies are being destroyed one after the other. Captain, we better do something about that ship. We're up to the challenge of taking them out ourselves. Lost time.
Bring the
There we
enemies in.
go.
Disable all weapon limiters.
See what they'll do.
Disabled. GCS system and shield released. All gunnery crews, firing interval 1, 2, 2. Begin barrage.
One, two, three. That should take care of one of the battleships.
Enemy unit 5. Destroy.
There we go. That saved our butt.
Prepare for a barrage.
Oh.
Increase dispersion zone density.
Roger. Disabling first and second gun limiters. GCS correction pattern 0006. All guns, dispersion pattern A alpha. Maximum burst mode 36. Fire.
That's gonna shred that ship for sure. There we go.
Enemy unit 4. Eliminated. Targets in plate area. Diffusing.
There we go.
Don't give the enemy an
Let's
opening.
fry that fella.
Prepare for alternating fire.
Starboard and port batteries. Prepare for back-to-back fire with an interval of 2. Gun crews, fire.
That takes care of the other fella.
Enemy Unit 3.
And the next one.
All guns, check firing tables and calculate force projection. Hurry!
Urgent attack on enemy target. Fire all guns.
So that leaves now the warship all by its lonesome. Let's see what we can do.
Enemy Unit 2. Eliminated.
Alright. And there it goes. Wait.
Prepare for a barrage.
There we go.
Increase dispersion zone density.
Roger. Disabling first and second gun limiters. GCS correction pattern 0006. All guns, dispersion pattern A alpha. Maximum burst mode 36. Fire.
Yeah, that guy's gonna get wrecked. Blow this warship up. And it worked. Damage rate is 87%. We're sitting ducks now. Seems that the wind now is on the enemy's. Heroic veterans efforts lasting approximately 6 hours. The tide of battle has turned more favorably than the Regileg fleet had imagined it would be. Newfound momentum. Yuri company succeed smashing the line. Yuri, we've done some rescuing and the enemy survivors. Yeah, we even captured the enemy's commander alive. Their commander, huh? Yeah, check it out. This bloke here. Rolo Akin hauls a tall man onto the bridge. The man has his mouth shut tight, making it impossible to read any sort of picture. I'm Yuri, captain of the Acheron. Can I have your name, please? Vandelberg, Hierarch of Adis. Hierarch, looks like we got ourselves a big shot here. We don't know much about Adis, but would like to learn more. Will you cooperate with us? I think not. Heathens such as yourself do not understand. Fine. If that's how it's going to be, then I have no choice but to continue here in our ship. I hope you'll understand. Yuri signals Torlo with a glare. Torlo puts his hands on Hierarch Vanderberg's shoulders and leads him off the bridge. Vanderberg shows no signs of resisting as he's taken away. I thought these Adesians might be a little different from you. Yeah, they do seem different. It's hard to tell what they're thinking. I think I have an idea. After all, he may be holding the title of Hierarch, but he seems to be an excellent warrior to me. Warrior? Yeah, like a commander who leads the entire force. We're not all that different. Say so. Yuri, I have a transmission from Lord Roth. Patch him through. All right. Yuri, do you read me? The enemy's remaining sheeps have all pulled back. How about our losses? Their life. I have confidence in our odds, but this is as far better than I expected. This fleet has made it through countless battles, and it shows how well we work together. Exact. This victory has enabled us to considerably reduce the enemy's numbers. From this point on, I'd like to split into two forces. What do you think? You lead one, and I'll lead the other as we advance in our capital city of Yangoro. Renzer and Baum, you're alright with sticking with our formation, are you? Alright, one route leads to a normal sector, but the other is right in the middle of a starburst sector. You choose which one you'll use. Now we get to do the fun parts. Alright, so we're gonna, as before, to fix this issue. Hold up. There we go. That should back. How this is done is, what we're gonna do is this is how it works. In our last show, every time to make it easy, we decide to use the wheel. The wheel decided in order to fix this. This allows us to choose what path we want to do. Makes it fun. So, let's see. So, what path shall we go? Let's see. Path to go. And it's going to be Starburst. Looks like we're going through the Starburst route. Alright. I'll lead my royal fleet through the normal sector then. Let's make it a race to see who can reach the capital of Yangaron first. Got it. And Lord Roth, be careful and good luck. Haha. I've only ever heard words like that from my groupies under normal circumstances. But thanks anyway, Mr. Air Pirate Captain. Since we're choosing through the burst sector, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through back to Herdur and save the game. Because for now, I gotta log off because I got work tomorrow soon, and I want to be able to be up early tomorrow. So I gotta thank the following people for tagging along. Oops, hold up. I forgot about that. There we go. So we ended up getting a piece of the wheel, and I forgot about that. But either way, it looks like we'll be going through the route, so I gotta thank the following people. OAX2, Olivana, All About the W, All in Conglomeration, All in the Gathering, Another Viewer, Danking Around, Drapesnat, Splattered Channel, Super 8, I also gotta thank Asnable for my good friend Asnable for tagging around. It's not every day you get a real life streamer friend of yours to tag along. So that I'm gonna wish you all guys a good night, a pleasant tomorrow, and I might see you again Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Why Tuesday, your ass? Since Wizard Guy is out of commission on vacation, I might decide to continue streaming depending on the situation. So, but it's not a promise. It might either be today or Wednesday. But either way, you all have a good one. All right? Peace out, y'all.